What are the top 4 things that buyers hate while touring a home?
Coming up next on Real Estate Dirt. So, what do buyers hate? What are the top 4 things they hate when trying to tour a home? What is number 1, Tony?
Well, I didn't look at the...
The flies are bad. We've got 2 aggressive flies around here.
I don't even know if that came over on
The screen or
the
not?
screen,
well,
but
we're going to find out.
yeah, he buzzed the tower on that one.
You know, one thing they don't talk about a lot is number 1, what do buyers hate? When it's really hard to get an appointment to see your home and they have to jump through hoops, or you cancel, you want to reschedule. Now's not a good time. Maybe next week. It's the worst.
You could show up between 6:30 and 6:35.
Yeah. And then you have 2 minutes to tour my house. My gosh, people, the more difficult you make it to see your house, the harder it is to sell it.
True. If we can't show your house in a reasonable amount of time, you're not going to sell.
So the buyer's just going to give up because it's going to make it look like you're not super interested in selling or working with them. And if you're going to be this hard to show the house, imagine how hard you would be to deal with on negotiations or home inspection issues. And are you going to just grind them out all the way? I mean, people check out and they're like, forget it, peace out, next. I'll find somebody who's interested in actually selling their home. You're not the only house on the market, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, or Miss or Mr. or he, she, they, whoever, right?
You better simmer down now.
Number 2, worst thing you can do, be home for the showing.
Why? Why do you want to be home during the showing? What are you doing there? No, go.
Don't
Leave.
do it. Don't do it. Don't let anybody be home for the showing.
No.
Not even your animals.
No.
Okay? So nobody home for the showing. Let the professional agent escort their clients through the property so that they feel like they can take their time, enjoy the showing, right? Think about it, contemplate
Fly
it.
just came right by too.
I saw it.
He's coming for me.
He is. But if you rush them out of there or you're home, they feel awkward, they're going to just try to get through as quick as they can. And there's not going to be any consideration for your home. So they could have loved it, but they felt awkward and they checked out.
And even if you're just sitting in one room and you say that I won't bother you, that's still just as bad. That doesn't work. It's still horrible.
It is. I mean, on the other side of it, I will say, just to be fair, I have had last minute requests to show a property like, hey, we were down the block, didn't notice, maybe it was out of their price range.
That's different.
And you got like 2 minutes and you go ahead and allow the buyers to come in.
Not the same.
I would, at that point, say to the buyer's agent, yes, you could come in. Obviously, you're down the street. Come on in. The seller's going to step out for a minute. Then you just hang out in your backyard or something like that, or go for a walk around the block. But other than that,
something like that.
Please, dear God, don't be home. Give them the privacy to enjoy. The longer they're at your house, the more likely they are to fall in love with it and make you an offer. That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah. Why not?
Number 3, smells. Okay.
Your dog, your cat's pee. Pee is horrible. You smoke. You cook with certain things that produce really horrible cooking odors.
I'll name them. Garlic, onions, curry, liver. They are very strong.
Who eats liver?
I don't know.
I don't know one person. I'm not even joking. I don't know one person ever that I know of that would ever eat liver. What possible?
I do know liver and onions is a thing, though.
I've never seen it. I'm not even kidding.
I do think it's happened. I feel like it's happened
Never.
in my years of real estate.
Why?
It's real. Somebody eats liver.
Why?
Liver and onions a thing. I don't know.
It even sounds gross.
Why do you eat chicken legs? I don't know. I don't eat chicken legs. I'm pescatarian.
Everybody likes chicken.
I'm pescatarian.
Everybody likes chicken.
I don't eat chicken. So, okay, smells. Dog, cat, whatever, okay?
Cat pee is the worst. Cat pee and smoking. Cat pee and smoking are the worst.
So, cigarette smoke. You got to get it cleared out. And you got to stop smoking in the house while it's being shown at least.
Hold on a second. Vaping smells just as bad. So if you vape and think, oh, I don't smoke, I vape. No. That stinks too.
I don't smell the vape.
I do all the time.
Sensitive nose over here. So odors.
Advanced.
So number 4. We were going to do it fast paced. Did you see the fly? Number 4, it's condition. Dirty, worn, messy. I mean, I feel like I could itemize those out, but really at the end of the day, they're all one big condition is suffering in some way, shape, or form. And I always think it's the little stuff, right? You can move big stuff around, but then people notice like light switches, finger marks all over it. They notice the little chipped paint. And when you have too much of it, what do you call it? Like death by 1,000 paper cuts?
Death by 1,000 paper cuts. You know what? I don't think anybody is requiring you to, gut your house down to the studs and remake it and have everything perfect like the day it was new. Just show the buyer that you have some interest in presenting the home reasonably well.
Right.
Is that too much to ask for?
And so when you do anything but that, you're jeopardizing your sale. You're jeopardizing getting top dollar. Because to get top dollar, you have to show like top dollar.
That's right.
Nobody's going to say, here, let me spend extra and get less than what's down the street or than what my expectation of clean is or odorless is. Nobody does that. Nobody says, here, let me just give you more money and it's in poor condition. Nobody.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell you right now, just anecdotally, that my parents, when they sold their house years ago, they sold to a buyer that came to them and said, yours was the cleanest. So of what we saw, yours was the cleanest. So we chose your house. Totally true.
I'd also say super clean trumps updated in some regards, right? Not updated. I'm not saying like an updated house versus whatever, but just because your house isn't updated, you can still get top dollar by keeping it clean because it's well cared for. You can tell like I guess I've gone into some homes where like maybe they're a little dated, but you can tell like they've taken such good care of the property. Yeah. They have like little lists. Everything's buttoned up and perfect. You feel like you're getting really good bones with it, right? I mean, I'm not saying, okay, like you could have Carrera marble floors or something, and that's not an upgrade. But I'm just saying, like,
Never
condition.
Never even heard of Carrera marble. I'm going to be really honest. I can tell you
Aren't
right
you
now.
Italian?
Anyway, I can tell you that sometimes the house that isn't updated, but all the other things, like all the windows have been replaced, the mechanicals have recently been replaced. Oh, by the way, they just spent $10,000 on a roof, and they did some of the other things, but they're not updated. Yeah, sometimes they're still worth more than an updated property if everything else is equal, considering they spent more money to do the things that aren't really, eye-popping, so to speak.
So we digress, but for clean, right? So
Clean.
Those are the top 4 things to help you sell your home that buyers hate to deal with when they're house hunting. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Look for more videos on our website or on our YouTube channel as we get going. And as always, if you or anyone you know is interested in selling in the suburbs of Chicago, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Peace.
So I said, you kick it off, and then I'll prompt the topic, and then you can piggyback off that.
That's not what you said. And then you said, oh, I'll start it off.
Okay, are you?
Yes. There's a freaking fly again. All the different facial expressions.
He attacked me. He's been aggressive. He is an aggressive fly.
He is
like dive bombing. Like, kill that. I'm not.
Well, it's not really so much dive bombing as he's buzzing the tower, kind of like Maverick.
That is what he's doing. And he landed on my ear the other time.
Maverick.
Whatever.